Hello everybody, I'm Michael, and today I'll be reviewing LEGO Star Wars Set 75259 SnowSpeeder 20th Anniversary Edition. The set is recommended for ages 7+, contains 309 pieces, and retails for $39.99 US. On the front of the box we have the kind of retro, kind of silver and black LEGO Star Wars logo. I really like that they're adding this for the 20th Anniversary sets. On the far right, we do have a nice kind of metallic silver strip with the LEGO Star Wars 20th Anniversary logo. It says 20 years LEGO Star Wars 1999 to 2019. Below that we can see the collectible minifigure on his base for this set, and which is Lando Calrissian. It says 2003 there. That is because the first set that he appeared in was in 2003. In the kind of center of the box art here, we do see the set itself flying over Hoth. We have the nice SnowSpeeder with the radar tower, and then we have two pilots in there, and then the one kind of rebel trooper on the ground. And then we also do get Lando Calrissian in this set. On the top of the box, there's an actual sized image of Lando Calrissian. And finally on the back of the box, we do get another view of the SnowSpeeder. It's landed there. We see Dak Ralter pulling out the kind of tow cable, and what it looks like Luke Skywalker talking to the Hoth rebel trooper there on the left. We see a couple of the play features. We see that the kind of cockpit opens up, the radar dish can shoot out a stud and move up and down, that there is the kind of little winch piece, and it also shows that there are the kind of new spring-loaded shooters there. And down below on the bottom we do see all 5 of the kind of 20th anniversary collectible minifigures. We have Lando, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and Han Solo. And on the bottom right, which is probably my favorite part of this box, it shows the original SnowSpeeder set that was released. It says, celebrate 20 years of LEGO Star Wars with the updated version of the SnowSpeeder originally released in 1999. I think that's really cool that they added that. They even add some more information in the instruction manual about the original set. I'll talk about that later, but let's go ahead and get onto the figures. The first character up is the Hoth Rebel Trooper. This definitely looks like a lot of the previous Hoth Rebel Troopers. We have the kind of medallions on the right side of his chest and kind of a quilted jacket look. I really do like these figures. I think they look great. He has the normal kind of Hoth helmet there with the little snow glasses. I'll remove the helmet in a minute and kind of show off his head. He doesn't have any printed legs or anything special like that, and he does have the big kind of blaster, megaphone blaster thing there. I definitely remember getting that in some of the older sets, and I think it's really cool that they added that for this set. On the side, there isn't really any printing. He does have a nice backpack piece that does cover a little bit of printing, and I will show that again in a minute. But I do think that that looks really great with the backpack and just kind of the back of that helmet there. And on the other side, we don't really have any printing. Let's go ahead and take off the backpack and the hat and show what he looks like without them. Here is the Hoth Rebel Trooper without the helmet. He just has kind of a normal looking face. We have a few kind of wrinkles, but overall he does look kind of happy. And on the back, he does not have an alternate face, but there is a little bit more kind of quilted and crease printing. I definitely think this is a great figure. Next we have Dak Ralter. He is just in a normal kind of pilot jumpsuit there. He has the older style helmet that isn't the big kind of comic molded one. I definitely like that they are sticking with this. This definitely seals it for me that they are kind of keeping this design instead of the bigger kind of comical looking helmet. I really do like this figure. I think that's just a great printing. They've definitely used this one before, but I really like getting more pilots. He has some nice printing, just kind of a little rebel insignia there. He has some kind of detailing on the side, and in the back we have just kind of the continuation of the pilot vest. I really think this is a great figure. Let me go ahead and remove his helmet and I'll show his alternate face. Since there isn't a kind of plastic mold or anything for the visor, it is printed on there, so you can see it there. He has kind of an angry or surprised face, and on this side he has just the normal kind of happy or I guess excited face. I really think this is just a great figure. The third figure up is Luke Skywalker. He also has the just kind of normal rebel pilot like kind of outfit. He has a slightly different printed helmet, definitely has a lot more detail. We have a red rebel insignia as well as a few stripes and some little yellow maybe caution warnings there. He has the same kind of helmet design. It is the older style, the smaller one. He comes with a kind of silver lightsaber handle with the blue lightsaber blade and the smaller kind of pilot blaster just like Dak. On the side, once again, there's no printing, and on the back, there's the same printing as on Dak. Let me go ahead and remove his helmet. There's his alternate face. His alternate face actually has the visor kind of pulled up, which is quite interesting. I like that they did add that. And on the other side, it's just almost the same face as on the back, but with the visor pulled down. The final figure up is Lando Calrissian. He is just kind of an older version. He's as close as the original as you will be able to get without buying the original. He has the older style hair just like the Han Solo that I showed previously. He has a very simplistic face with just a little mustache and kind of smile there. He has a nice kind of pleated blue shirt with just straight black pants. He also has the kind of megaphone blaster. I definitely like that they're doing this for some of the 20th anniversary sets, and especially the kind of collectible minifigures. On the back here, we do have a kind of dual colored cape. We have a yellow on this side and blue on this side. This is the older style of cape. It's not the cloth. It's kind of the harder cloth that definitely could break or bend. I don't know if they did that just purely because that's the only way that they could get that kind of two-tone thing, or if it's just because that's what the original figure had, but I do like that it is kind of two colors. I'll go ahead and remove the cape now and kind of show the 20th anniversary printing on the back of his torso. Just like the Han Solo figure that I've shown previously, this does have the nice kind of silver metallic printing on the back that says 20 years of LEGO Star Wars. I think this is just great that they're doing it. It makes it so that these are very distinguishable from the originals, so people aren't trying to sell them as originals, and that way the originals can kind of keep their value and people aren't kind of losing money on those if they're trying to resell them. But I really do like that they remade this figure. I think it just looks great, and I really like what they're doing with these remakes. The first and smallest build of the set is Lando Calrissian's kind of little base section. I think it's really cool that they're adding these. It allows you to kind of connect them with some of your other minifigures that you have from the other 20th anniversary sets, and I really do like that there's a nice kind of title printing there. It says 20 years LEGO Star Wars 1999 to 2019, and below that it does say Lando Calrissian. I'll go ahead and put Lando on there now just to kind of show what it looks like with him on there. I think this just looks great. I really like what they're doing with this. I'll go ahead and grab Han Solo and we'll connect those right now and just kind of see how the two of them look. So here we have Han Solo and they just connect very easily. I think this just looks great. I can't wait to have all 5 of mine kind of lined up together and I'll be able to just kind of look at them and remember the 20 years that LEGO Star Wars has had. I guess the first kind of normal build of the set is the little radar tower or kind of maybe turret here. I really think this is quite a good build for such a small little section. It is just kind of filler pieces, but I actually think that it adds a little bit to this set. We have some binoculars down here in the bottom right. We have a kind of jumper plate there. This is where you're meant to put the kind of big blaster from the Hoth Rebel Trooper whenever he is operating the kind of turret. The turret does look very nice in my opinion. I think they fit the stud shooter and they're fairly nice. It doesn't look just kind of out of place like a lot of the stud shooters do. I'll go ahead and fire that now. If you push down on the gray section of the stud shooter just like normal, it will fire. I think this is just a great integration of the stud shooter. The big radar dish piece does kind of move up and down. We can go kind of almost horizontal there, but not really. And then if we go the other direction, we can almost make it kind of like halfway. Back here, we do have what I believe is supposed to be a control panel. This little section right here, it does move up and down. You can see it from the side, moves up and down. I assume that's just supposed to be kind of where the operator would control it from. It looks like a few of the kind of turret panels from one of the battle packs, the First Order battle pack from a few years ago. But overall, I do really like this build. Here is the SnowSpeeder itself. I definitely think this looks great. This is the first kind of full SnowSpeeder set that I've ever owned. I have gotten a few just kind of from random bulk pieces that I've bought at garage sales and stuff, and have been able to piece a few together, but this is the first original one that I've ever had, and I really do like it. I think this is a fantastic design. I really like all the detail that they were able to capture in such a small model. I really just think this is a fantastic build. Let's go ahead and look through the details. Here on the kind of front we do have the nice blaster cannons, and they kind of continue through what looks like maybe where you'd store ammunition up in this kind of center section, and back here we do have the engine. There are a good number of stickers on here, but I think they're used very kind of diligently and effectively to create the maximum effect possible with the minimum amount of stickers. There aren't a whole lot of stickers, but I definitely think that they do add a lot to this set. So we do have a sticker here, and a sticker here. There is a nice kind of little engine flap piece here. Maybe this is just to kind of slow the ship down, but there's also one on this side. And this is a stickered piece here. Don't mind that it is kind of applied poorly. I'm very bad at placing stickers. If we look at the front here, we have a normal cockpit. This is very nice looking. It's just fairly printed. And below that we have another kind of sticker piece here on a little slant. and on the other side it is fairly identical to the other side. Finally, in the back, we do have a nice kind of little stud shooter piece here. I'm not going to fire that off right now, but there it is. It's fairly easy to fire. I guess that's where the kind of rear gunner would shoot from and where his turret would be. And finally, back here, we do see the kind of engines. They look very nice. And the main, I guess, kind of play feature of this set is the little tow cable here, where you can tie it around the legs of the AT-AT and kind of rope them up like in the movie. It's very easy to pull off. It took me a little bit to kind of tie this knot here to keep this on, but I'm sure if you kind of get that down, it will not be very difficult. There are 2 spring-loaded shooters on this set here. We have one right here and one on the other side in the identical location. We'll go ahead and shoot those right now just to kind of show you what they look like. So here we have it. You push your fingers on each side and then you can shoot those off. Definitely a very nice play feature, very simplistic, but it looks really nice. The cockpit does open so you can get your figures in there. It just kind of lifts up like that. Oh, I guess it kind of broke off. Maybe that's one of the downsides of this set, but I really think this is a nice kind of little opening feature here. If you hold down the back, I guess you should, you lift that section up and you can fit one pilot in there, and you can just take this whole assembly, kind of rotate that up, and you can fit the other pilot in as well. I think this is just a great little area, and I bet you could probably store maybe a blaster or something in here as well. And another sticker that we have in this set right here is a kind of targeting computer. I'll bring that closer, but we see maybe what looks like an AT-AT as well as some kind of mountains on Hoth. I really think this is a really cool looking kind of opening system here. You can kind of rotate that in a bunch of different directions. Get it all the way off and then rotate it back. I will go ahead and show it with minifigures in it now because I really do think that's where it shines when you get the figures inside. I went ahead and put both Luke Skywalker and Dak Ralter in here. I definitely think this looks very nice, so you get that kind of nice orange jumpsuit look through the almost kind of dark and tinted glass. It definitely looks very nice. I'll go ahead and lift this whole section up there. You can see them. They're very close together in there, very close quarters. There isn't any studs holding either of them in. They're only held in by kind of the little gaps in their legs and these little sections right here. They just kind of slide in. So these aren't the most kind of sturdily held in there, but it's alright because when you close that down, they're not going to come out. And I did manage to put both of their little blasters in the little cargo hatch that I mentioned earlier. I think that's a little nice addition that's very simplistic. And I bet you could also fit Luke's lightsaber hilt in there. I doubt you could fit the lightsaber blade, but I really do like that nice little kind of hatch there where you could store some stuff. And even if you wanted to put some of the extra pieces from the set. But overall, I think this is just a fantastic set. On to the instruction booklet. On the front, we just have the normal kind of main box art, as well as the QR code for the LEGO Life app. Opening it up, we do have some nice kind of information. Here we have the same paragraph as in the other set that I've already reviewed. I'll go ahead and let you read that now. On to the next page. We have some information. Here's all the information about the first one. I'm not going to read all that out, but it was originally released in 1999 and had 212 pieces. Here's the new one from 2019 with 309 pieces. I really do like that they added this. You can see like the great improvements that LEGO has made. We have the original there. The newer one definitely looks a lot more streamlined and well designed. Next we have the more about the Lando Calrissian figure. And on the other side, we do have all the information about the rest of the kind of 20th anniversary sets. And here we have the Battle of Hoth scene from the actual movie itself. I assume they did not include this in the Imperial dropship because that wasn't actually in a movie, but I really do like that they included this section. And here we see the picture of it flying around the legs of the AT-AT. I really hope that this means that we are going to be getting a new AT-AT. I definitely do want a new AT-AT to come out. But here we get to the just kind of part sorting and another QR code. In the back of the manual, we do get a few more advertisements here. It looks like they're really trying to push the other kind of Star Wars Resistance sets and the action battle sets here, so we really only kind of have figures and images from that. Let's make sure there aren't any other kind of advertisements. Just one more LEGO Life app advertisement here. But here we have all the minifigures and one of the action battle sets there, just kind of showing the Hoth one. I guess that kind of fits the theme since this is a SnowSpeeder. and finally we just have all the pieces. I really think that these instruction manuals are just fantastic. We get a whole lot of information about the original set as well as the new one, and I really hope that they continue to do this into the future with even some just remakes of original sets that aren't 20th anniversary. I think that would definitely be really cool. I'm going to have to give it an A just because I think 309 pieces for $40 is a little bit much, and the little filler turret section is not a kind of huge addition for me. I think it is nice, but I would have kind of preferred it without it and maybe sold it for $20 or $25. I think this is a great set. I really love all of these 20th anniversary edition sets. I can't wait to get more. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as comment any questions or anything you may have, and I'll see you later.